Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy Ray of Amy Ray Plans, and in today's video I'm here to share with you my planner spreads for the month of July. So this is my dashboard page. These are all Krissy designs. On this side we have Erin Condren, Me and My Big Ideas, Bubba Bear Studios, Scribble Prints Co., Once More with Love, Carlea Plans, and Scribble Prints Co. The washi is Scribble Prints Co. These are all Krissy designs, as are these. I think these are Scribble Prints Co. These are Erin Condren, and this is Caress Press. The pens I use are the Tool pens. Then we have my monthly. Across we have mostly Erin Condren. We have some Krissy designs. Once More with Love, Carlea Plans, Caress Press. Carlea Plans, Caress Press, Erin Condren. These are Erin Condren. Once More with Love. These are Krissy designs. That's Erin Condren. The washis are the Coffee Monsters Co. and Simply Gilded. We have Carlea Plans. These are from shops that are no longer open. Once More with Love, Krissy designs. These are all Krissy designs. As is this. We have I'm not sure where that's from. That's Fox and Cactus, Paper and Milk, which is sadly no longer open. The Coffee Monsters Co., Carlea Plans, Caress Press, Planet Hannah, Once More with Love, Bubba Bear Studios. And then we have this page. July was a horrible month because my best friend Krissy passed away. Just been a really hard year. I read 7 books in July. Oh, I forgot to do my highlighters up here. That one, and let's do this one. So books I read in July, I read 7, top 10 songs on Spotify, and top 10 artists on Spotify. Then we have the week of June 30th to July 6th. This was the week of 4th of July. I use this older Krissy Designs kit. I really love it so much. I love the colors a lot. The sidebar is all Krissy Designs except the headers are also, the headers and the header overlays are Scribble Prints Co., Linear Designs, and I'm not sure where that's from. Monday, I had a doctor's appointment. I got an injection. It made my hip pain worse. Got Starbucks, got groceries, planned In My Feelings, watched movies, spent time with my mom. Tuesday, it was the beginning of July. I planned and I filmed. I got Happy Mail. I spent time with my mom. And this was the night that I found out that the previous Sunday my friend passed away. Wednesday, I spent time with my best friend Amber. I got Starbucks and her daughter. We got Starbucks. We went to Target. We got Chipotle. I was in my feelings. I had cat cuddles. I spent time with my mom and I was tired. I'm not going to mark In My Feelings because I mark it a lot. Or I'm not going to say it a lot. Just like I mark pain. When I mark in pain, I could mark that every day too. It was my sister's birthday. I had cat cuddles. I did laundry. I spent time with my mom and we watched Hallmark movies. Friday was the 4th of July. I did laundry. I filmed. I read. I watched the Mets game. I had pasta. And I was in pain. Saturday, I planned. I'm not going to mark it. I'm not going to mention in pain anymore because I marked that a lot too. I did laundry, I cleaned, I watched the Mets game, I spent time with my mom, and I had cat cuddles. Sunday, I vacuumed, I had cat cuddles, I watched the Mets game, I spent time with my mom, and we watched Netflix. Piper Paper Company, which is no longer open. The Coffee Monsters Co., both of these. These are Carlea Plans, that's from the kit. This is Stick with the Plan Co. from the kit. All of these 3 are Carlea Plans. Carlea Plans from the kit, Linear Designs, Planet Hannah, Stick with the Plan Co., Letters to Apollo, Carlea Plans from the kit. I don't need to say it's from the kit. Scribble Prints Co., The Coffee Monsters Co., Carlea Plans. Actually, I don't need to say where all my scripts are from because the majority of my scripts are Carlea Plans, Scribble Prints Co., Caress Press, Plana Hannah, Magical Sticker Co. So anything that's not that, I'll mention. The Coffee Monsters Co., Fox and Pip, Once More with Love, Kinsey's Creations, which is no longer open, Scribble Prints Co., Kinsey's Creations, Once More with Love, Plana Hannah. I think this is Leonard Designs, Carlea Plans, Coffee Monsters Co. I just said I'm not going to mention the same shops. I'm sorry, my head's bothering me. Stick with the Plan Co., Paper and Milk, Play With Me Stickers, which is sadly no longer open. She just randomly closed. Leonard Designs, Stick with the Plan Co., Carlea Plans, Once More with Love, Leonard Designs, Stick with the Plan Co., Coffee Monsters Co., my friend made me these a long time ago, Grin and Bear It Plans, The Coffee Monsters Co., Carlea Plans, Stick with the Plan Co., Leonard Designs, Scribble Prints Co., Stick with the Plan Co., Once More with Love, Paper and Milk, which is sadly no longer open, Scribble Prints Co., Letters to Apollo, a shop that's no longer open. I think her name was, I know she was Grumpy Bear Stickers, and then I think she was Glitter and Chai. Shop that's no longer open, Scribble Prints Co., Once More with Love. Sorry, I was kind of all over the place in that spread. Then we have the week of July 7th through July 13th. This was the week that we had my stepdad's service, so I used this beautiful kit from Scribble Prints Co. I paired it with washi from Simply Gilded, and I also paired it with the Scribble Prints Co. foil bundle of Hollow and Sparkly Hollow. I will use this kit again, but I don't think I'll use it for a service. It's just like the only thing I had in my collection that would work. But I did use this kit last year, I think, just for a random spread. Monday, I got groceries, I got Happy Meal, I was in pain, I had takeout, spent time with my family, I had ice cream. My family was visiting this week. They left this day, I think. Or no, they left this day. I got Starbucks, it was Bob's service, watched the Mets game with my nephew, and spent time with my family. Wednesday, spent time with my family. It was the first time I drove with my nephew. We went to the pool. We went out to eat as a family, and we played games that night. Thursday, I slept in. I spent time with my family. I was in pain. Again, I keep saying I'm not going to mention in pain because I mark it so much. I had cat cuddles. I spent time with my mom. Friday, I packed. I read. I got ice cream. I had cat cuddles. Saturday, I got Starbucks and Chick-fil-A. I had my flight to visit my family. I read. I went to Target with my dad. I got a burrito. My favorite burrito place is like a local place by my family, so I like to get it when I'm up there. And I watched the Mets game. Sunday, I went to Starbucks. I spent time with my family. I watched the Mets game, and we had family dinner. Once More with Love. These are custom scripts from Plana Hannah. Carlea Plans, Krissy Ann's planner. She's no longer open. The Coffee Monsters Co., Stick with the Plan Co., Alicia Craft Stickers, Caress Press, The Coffee Monsters Co., Stick with the Plan Co., Once More with Love, Caress Press, Stick with the Plan Co., shop that's no longer open, Caress Press. I keep forgetting not to mention the same shops for the scripts. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Stick with the Plan Co., The Coffee Monsters Co., Scribble Prints Co., Grin and Bear It Plans, Carlea Plans, Caress Press, Scribble Prints Co., Alicia Craft Stickers. I feel like I just said stickers. The Coffee Monsters Co., Stick with the Plan Co., I'm not sure where this is from. This is Grin and Barrett Plans, Fox and Cactus. These are also custom scripts from Plannahana. Krissy Designs, Pumpkin Paper Co., which is no longer open. Grin and Barrett Plans, The Coffee Monsters Co., and Grin and Barrett Plans. Then we have Dockside Days, which is a kit from Carrea Press. I used this the week of July 14th through July 20th. My dad and I went to the lake this day, came home this day. I love this kit so much. I paired it with silver foil from Carrea Press, and I also paired it with silver washi from Simply Gilded. We left really early Monday, so I got Starbucks. We drove to the lake. It's a couple hours drive. I had Chick-fil-A for breakfast, spent time at the lake and swimming. I marked that every day that we were there. Luckily the weather was really good. We had ice cream Tuesday. I got breakfast with my dad. We grilled dinner these 2 nights. Watched the All-Star game Wednesday. Lake day and swimming. I had a lobster roll and fries, and I had ice cream. Thursday was my nephew Nikki's birthday. I got breakfast with my dad. We had pizza for dinner, and we watched the Right Way documentary. Friday, got breakfast with my dad. I ended up caught on 4 fishing hooks and a fishing line. Thankfully, I was okay. Could have been a lot worse. And we had dinner on the lake. Saturday, we drove back to the lake. Went to the Mets team store. We went to the Mets game. My nephew Joey met my dad and I there. David Wright, his number 5 was retired, and he was inducted into the Mets Hall of Fame. But sadly, the Mets lost this game. Sunday, in my feelings, coffee run, Starbucks. Went in my brother's pool, celebrated Nikki's birthday, and had ice cream cake. Carlea planned both of these. Carrea Press, Winter Designs, The Coffee Monsters Co., The Coffee Monsters Co., Bubba Bear Studios, The Coffee Monsters Co., Krissy Designs. The Lake Day scripts that I used are Carlea Plans, and the swim scripts are Plannahana. Stick with the Plan Co., Scribble Prints Co., Carlea Plans, Plannahana. Sadie Stickers, The Coffee Monsters Co., Once More With Love, both of these. The Coffee Monsters Co., Scribble Prints Co., Plannahana, Scribble Prints Co., Carlea Plans, Stick with the Plan Co., both of these. Bubba Bear Studios, Once More With Love, Stick with the Plan Co., Paper and Milk, Grin and Barrett Plans, The Coffee Monsters Co., Paper and Milk, Carlea Plans, Stick with the Plan Co., Scribble Prints Co. Not sure where these are from. And this is the Coffee Monsters Co. Then we have the week of July 21st through July 27th. I used Amusement from Scribble Prints Co. I paired it with a hollow foil bundle also from Scribble Prints Co. and washi from Simply Gilded. Monday I had Starbucks. I had a burrito. I read and I watched the Mets game. Tuesday, I got Starbucks. I went to Barnes & Noble with my niece and my dad. Then we went to this new sushi place, new to us sushi place that was really good. Well, I only get the California roll, but I read, I had my flight, and I spent time with my mom. Wednesday, I had cat cuddles. I watched the Mets game. I got Happy Meal. I spent time with my mom, and we watched Hallmark. Thursday was my friend's birthday. I got my infusion. I had my 6-month dental cleaning. I got groceries. We got pizza for dinner. I spent time with my mom, and we watched Netflix. Friday, I planned. I watched YouTube. I had a lazy day. I watched Netflix. Had cat cuddles and spent time with my mom. On Saturday, my mom and I watched my nephew's quarterback challenge streaming, and he won. I planned. We had pasta for dinner. I had cat cuddles, and I watched baseball. Sunday, I slept in, organized stickers, watched a bunch of Hallmark, and spent time with my mom. This overlay is from Carrea Press. The rest of the foil is Scribble Prints Co. Carlea Plans. I'm not sure where this is from. I think it might be Moonlight Paper Co., but they're no longer open. Grin and Barrett Plans, Carlea Plans, The Coffee Monsters Co., Grin and Bear Plans. I think this is Planner Choco, but I'm not sure. The Coffee Monsters Co., Stick with the Plan Co., Carlea Plans, Caress Press. The Coffee Monsters Co., both of these. I think this is Plan With Me stickers. She's no longer open. Fox and Pip. Plana Hannah, Stick with the Plan Co. The Coffee Monsters Co. Kinsey's Creations, she's no longer open. The Coffee Monsters Co. Caress Press. Grin and Bear Plans. Scribble Prints Co. Fox and Cactus. The Coffee Monsters Co. Carlea Plans. Krissy Designs. The Coffee Monsters Co. Stick with the Plan Co. Once More with Love. The Coffee Monsters Co. Krissy Ann's Planner, she's no longer open. Grin and Bear Plans, Stick with the Plan Co. Plan With Me stickers. Letters to Apollo, Stick with the Plan Co. And the Coffee Monsters Co. And then the last week is the week of July 28th through August 3rd. This is the Caress Press Summer Nights kit, and I paired it with silver foil from Scribble Prints Co. Monday I cleaned. I marked Coffee Monday. I was very anxious. I watched movies, and I spent time with my mom. Tuesday I planned. I placed a Carlea Plans order. I read. I had cat cuddles. I spent time with my mom, and I watched the Mets game. Wednesday, it was my good friend Anna's birthday. I got Starbucks and groceries. When we were in the grocery store, we got caught in a really bad storm. We were soaked. We had to dry off all the groceries before we brought them in the house. I spent time with my mom. Thursday, I did laundry. I placed some sticker orders, either 1 or 2, I don't know. I had cat cuddles. I watched movies, and I spent time with my mom. Friday was the first day of August. I had an OBGYN appointment. I got Starbucks. I had a bestie day with my best friend and her daughter. We went to Target and Chipotle, among other places, and I spent time with my mom. Saturday, I slept in. I got Starbucks. I had takeout for dinner, I think. Watched the Mets game, had cat cuddles, and spent time with my mom. Sunday, I slept in. I planned. I watched the Mets game. I watched TV, and I spent time with my mom. I'm not sure where that's from. Kinsey's Creations, Stick with the Plan Co. Both of these, that's Kinsey's Creations as well. Carlea Plans, the Coffee Monsters Co. Plan With Me stickers. Stick with the Plan Co. Once More with Love. Carlea Plans. Cheerful Planner Girl. Once More with Love. Actually, no, that's that's the Coffee Monsters Co. Linear Designs. Krissy Designs. The Coffee Monsters Co., Plana Hannah, Linear Designs, Stick with the Plan Co., Once More with Love, Carlea Plans, Once More with Love, a shop that's no longer open, Linear Designs, Krissy Planner, Carlea Plans, both of these, Simply Gilded, Plan With Me stickers, Paper and Milk, Plana Hannah, Linear Designs, Once More with Love, Scribble Prints Co. Both of these are Scribble Prints Co. The Coffee Monsters Co. Scribble Prints Co. Plan With Me stickers. Stick with the Plan Co. Carlea Plans. Cheerful Planner Girl. Caress Press. Carlea Plans. Both of these are Carlea Plans, as is this. Stick with the Plan Co. Linear Designs, Carlea Plans, and the Coffee Monsters Co. And those are all my spreads for the month of July. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.